Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to show you a video of my private access experience invitation from Chanel for the upcoming cruise 2020 and 21 collection. This video belongs to its owner, Chanel, and not my own. Enjoy this video.
Let's now talk a little bit more about this collection. So Virginie Viard designed this collection to be a journey from Paris to the south of France. And you will see throughout the presentation all the different inspiration and element of inspiration from the French Riviera into this collection. She also had in mind the idea of a pretty tight collection that you can pack in a small suitcase. And the idea is to really have something that you can mix easily within the collection, but as well with previous collection or pieces that you may already have in your wardrobe. Let's now discover the second video of the presentation shot by Loïc Prigent, a famous French journalist that is also a friend of the house.
The new Chanel Cruise collection by Virginie Viard is called Balade en Méditerranée. The idea is a sunset in Capri. It's summer, the night is young, everything is possible. Virginie Viard does an exercise in versatility for a Chanel wardrobe where everything matches everything. What's for the suits? A sensation with a vibrant Chanel pink. The pink of the bougainvillea of the Riviera where Gabrielle Chanel went to relax. Light Chanel tweed and suits, graphic, contrasting and laid back. The high-waisted denim jeans have a vintage feel to them. The allure is laid-back kimono jackets and stripped knitwear. Virginie Viard remembers that Chanel's first shop was in Deauville, a seaside resort where freedom was key. The sunset becomes the night, with black transparencies, lame and lurex to catch the light, to be the light. A midnight dip, the swimsuits are evening swimsuits. This is the casual sophistication of Chanel.
The Mediterranean inspiration is very visible here in this video. You see that it's all about the landscape, the atmosphere that you can find in the south of France. Virginie Viard also had in mind a very casual and laid-back collection, but yet, elegant. And it's really the feeling you see here and that Loïc is explaining, that it's all about freedom of movement, casualness, comfort, and elegance. Also, what Virginie Viard had in mind when designing this collection was all the legendary actresses and celebrities that used to holiday in the south of France or in Italy in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. I'm sure you all have in mind pictures of Brigitte Bardot in Saint-Tropez, of Jeanne Moreau in Cannes, or even Jackie Kennedy in Capri. Let's now discover the first look of the collection and the images that were displayed last May. The first look of a show are very important because they are really setting the tone for the rest of the collection. Also, when we think of Chanel, all of us have very precise code in mind. For example, you may have the idea of the black and white, or the tweed, the camellia, the quilted handbag. Here on the first two look of the collection, we have all those codes of Chanel, which have been revisited and modernized by Virginie Viard to create this laid-back, casual allure that we all love for the summer. For example, if you look at the look number one here on my right, which is the black tweed ensemble, you have a clear understanding of this idea of modernizing the Chanel tweed suit. For example, if you take a step closer, you'll see that we have a different fabric for the jacket and the pants, both a black tweed, but actually creating a contrast in fabric. The jacket is quite minimal in its shape, but you see that you have a quite light fabric, So not thick at all compared to what you might think, of tweed. We tend to associate, tweed with winter time, but here it's really a light cotton tweed. You also notice the contrast of the cord-like belt here that is really here to accentuate the waistline and enhance women's femininity. It's also a way to really recall the maritime inspiration that we see throughout the collection. Underneath the jacket, you have a beautiful example of the different bralettes, embroidered bralettes we have in the collection. Here it's a combination of pink and black sequins that are reminding us of the famous marinière, the sailor striped shirt that has been redesigned here. It's also a way for Virginie Viard to take a quite casual piece, which is a swimwear top, and twisting it to become something you can wear at night for cocktails or for dinners. Next to it, you have the second look of the collection, also very strong, with this idea of revisiting the classic 1954 suit in a leather. So underneath the pink jacket, you have a fitted jacket, with the pockets, the buttons, the trimming, so all the codes of the classic Chanel jacket, but in a very thin leather, and also the trimming here is in black leather. You also have, as usual, the beautiful Desrues button. So Desrues is one of our maisons d'art, and they are actually a goldsmith that is famous for making costume jewelry and buttons for us. On the rack here, you have a beautiful assortment of all the white outfits of the collection. It's true that white is usually a color we all love to wear in the summertime when we have a nice tan. And it's really something that Virginie has worked in many different ways, many different fabrics. Here, for example, you have another example of the classic Chanel jacket in a very light honeycomb cotton with the trimming and the work on the buttons again. You also have lace tops, which gives a lot of femininity to the look. Many tweeds options, such as this long skirt that has a large slits on the side that will give you a lot of freedom of movement and comfort. I also want to take a look at this mini dress that are really inspired by the 1960s and the actresses we were talking about at the beginning. You see that the cut is quite minimal, and you have a contrast between the Le Sage tweed, which is a little bit rough compared to the delicacy and the transparency of the lace on the pockets. Let's now discover the first alternative for today using the black jacket from look number 1. So here's the model. We recreated a more off-duty look thanks to the addition of a hoodie underneath the jacket. So you see the jacket is really long, so you can wear it almost as a mid-season coat. And on top of that, we have put multiple brooches and camellia to really create this idea of accumulation that we love. She's also wearing those mini shorts in a yellow denim, which accentuate the casualness of the look. So tweed pants are also part of the Chanel Essential wardrobe. So let's discover how you can twist these black pants from look number 1. Here we created something a little bit more classic using one of the white tweed tops that you've seen on the rack. The idea is to cinch the waistline again to accentuate this X morphology that is very flattering. And to create a contrast, she's also carrying a small clutch in a beautifully embroidered green sequins.